Observation about it anyways, because I mean I knocked him down in the first 30 seconds maybe, and then the ref says he slipped, so I had to prove it again by knocking him down for the second time, and then the ref was just calling everything on me. I mean, when you have your head down, you better pick it up, and that's your job as a ref to say, hey, pick your head up, or you know, stuff like that. So at the end of it all, you know, it was just a great experience.
And then finally, can I ask you, just wanted to answer in Espanol?
Yeah.
Just talk about the significance, and if your coach can answer as well, the significance of fighting on the day of fighting.
La significancia que tiene esta pelea con Mayweather.
La importancia.
La importancia aquí, que hablen los dos, yo no sé, pues yo les dije todo, que es una importancia muy grande.
Pues es una pelea muy importante, muy valiosa, muy grande, porque pues es la independencia de México, el 16 de septiembre. Va a ir dedicada en especial a todo el pueblo mexicano. Como sabemos que Mayweather es un gran peleador, fue un gran campeón, de mucha experiencia, muy inteligente. Tenemos que prepararnos muy bien, porque es demasiado bueno, es el número 1 libra por libra. Entonces vamos a trabajar duro, vamos a correr duro y vamos a comer bien para ganarle, y le vamos a ganar. Le vamos a dar su primer derrota. Y pues ojalá que le guste a la gente, vamos a hacer una buena pelea.
Gracias.
It's gonna happen.
Awesome.
What's up, Victor?
How you doing?
How's it going, man?
It's going. Gracias por acá. Es que no, aquí está atrás. Hola, pucha. Okay, sorry. You can get all my zits right.
Ring TV, we are here with Victor Ortiz, who is getting ready to take on Floyd Mayweather September 17th. Nice. First question I gotta ask you is, we spoke right after the fight in April. You had knocked out Berto, or beat Berto rather.
You could say that.
Yeah,
Definitely
pretty dominating fight. What you had come out and said, I want Mayweather, I want Pacquiao. Were you confident that was really going to happen, and how elated were you when you found out that's who it was going to be?
You know what? I was kind of iffy on it all, man. I'm not one to take lightly. Well, according to media, I am. But I know it's in me. So I was just very surprised that it actually happened. I was like, nice. That's what I'm talking about.
What do you see as your advantage in this fight?
You know what? I don't know yet. I'm not in training camp just yet. I'll leave that to my coaches. But I assure you one thing. I'm the WBC champion of the world. I'm not letting it go.
You're a lefty and a pressure fighter, both of which are things that he has shown had some trouble with in the past. You plan to exploit that?
You know what? I've seen it a time or two. I don't really pay attention really until I'm actually studying for that person, but we'll find out.
Up here, he took kind of a shot in terms of the money split on this thing, or does that get to you at all, that kind of stuff?
I'm a poor guy. I still don't have money in my account. That's about to change in the next few months, but that don't scare me. You know, you can say whatever you want, man. That's awesome. I applaud you for having your money and stuff. Me, I have a 98 Jeep Cherokee and a 2007 FJ Cruiser. So that's it. Still living in a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm trying pretty hard. And obviously it may pay off here soon. I mean, it will, but I'm saying in terms-wise, you know, like money and stuff, I don't know. I'm promised the world usually, and I end up getting a stick, right? That's what I'm just saying. All right.
He's got a lot going on in his life right now, aside from boxing. Defamation lawsuits, assault lawsuits, that kind of stuff. Put yourself in his position. Would that be distracting as a fighter?
I doubt it. You learn how to adapt sometimes and block certain things out. So I'm sure he'll be fine.
Talk about the game plan for this fight. Talk about how you see this.
I'm not in training camp yet. I have no game plan right now. I have nothing to even talk about toward boxing. I haven't been in the gym since I fought Berto. So I don't know.
Does his inactivity hurt him? At some point, you've got to think 16-month layoffs.
I don't look past that. He's a great fighter. Always has been, and I'm expecting to fight the best Floyd Mayweather out there.
Talk about the significance of this fight being on Mexican Independence Day. You made reference to the Chavez victory decades ago. How do you plan to use that for your advantage?
You know what? I don't know. I don't really use anything to get prepared for anything. I just listen to these guys, and whatever they say goes. It's a good weekend though, that's for sure.
And up here, that seemed to motivate you. You seemed to get really animated when you talked about that.
Yeah, because it's Roger was a little older than Chavez, 2 years to be exact. Chavez was highly underrated underdog. And what happened? Like I said though, I get punched for a living, I have amnesia, so I forget what happens sometimes. You know what happened.
But you'll be using that situation back then as motivation for you today.
Why not? It's a free country. I can do what I want. You know? Why not?
Just in closing, say some messages to your fans who will be, I'm sure, very, very ready for September 17th.
Awesome. All the fans, what's going on? It's Victor Ortiz or you know, just your local janitor. So anyways, you guys take care of yourselves. Check out the fight, because this guy right here is ruling for a long time. Like it or not, hate it or love it, it is what it is. That's life. Take care, guys.
Victor, what do you feel? You're the first, I would say, in about 4 or 5 years, young, in your prime, strong guy he's fought, in the sense, fought Oscar looked like at the end of the line. Marquez, obviously, was about 15 pounds too short, and Mosley, obviously, he looked like he was on a little long in the tooth. You're 24 years old and in your prime, and he hasn't faced a guy with, I guess, the energy that you're going to bring September 17th.
You know what? We're going to play it by ear for now, because I'm not in training camp just yet, but I assure you I'm not letting that title go. It's new to me.
When you first signed over here, Oscar kind of anointed you or said that you're going to be the next Oscar in terms of the face of boxing?
I'll never be Oscar De La Hoya, and he'll never be me.
But I'm just saying...
I'm just me. Well, be me for the next 15 years. And in doing so, I'm going to pull Bernard Hopkins. I'm going to stick around till I'm like 50. So I'm sorry.
But I'm saying, do you feel on September 17th you have a chance to at least live up to some of what he said? Like you said, you're not going to be the Oscar De La Hoya, you're going to be Victor Ortiz. But I guess the point he was getting, you're going to be the next maybe face of boxing or something like that. And you feel September 17th?
Here's the thing. They're saying maybe. I am, man. What are you talking about? I'm champion of the world right now. I can do what I want, say what I want. I actually fly in private jets now. That's crazy.
It's a long way from Topeka, huh?
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Big time. Kansas, come on, man. I don't think anybody in Kansas ever actually seen a jet, man. I know I didn't. I never actually saw one, so I was very surprised. I'm like, oh my God, that's really for me. And the stewardess was like, you don't seem like you're the type that flies so much on a jet. I'm like, no, I'm usually in coach. By the bathroom in the back? Yeah, that's usually me. She's like, oh my God, no way. I was like, yes way. She's like, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna hook you up with food and this and that. I was like, oh my God, really? And I was like walking around everywhere in that plane. I got to sit in the cockpit while we're landing, and I was like, oh, it looked like a roller coaster. It's pretty awesome.
Two quick questions.
Yeah.
The more Pacquiao questions he get, is that insulting to you a little bit?
You know what? Nah. I mean, to each his own, man. I know Manny knows that as well. I love Manny. I love Freddie. Nothing bad to say about him. Neither of them.
I'm just saying that that maybe us, the media, they're talking more about Pacquiao, and you know,
that's good. That's good.
I'm saying
they
that
should overlook me.
So you
because there's only one problem there. I don't see how Floyd's gonna fight Pacquiao when I'm fighting Pacquiao next. You see that's a problem, man.
And the last question, you just said I'm the champ, so everything runs through you. 7.5 to 1. That's great. What do you think of that?
That's great.
It's even better.
Have you gone to the book yet, Rolando?
That's great, right? That's what gives you motivation.
Have you been to the book yet?
Yeah, that's great.
Thanks, Victor. Best of luck. We'll see you September 17th.